We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Real.
Throwing is Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, they'll go with Rachaad White, the back out of Arizona State. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. It's 2nd down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Run.
Here comes Otten in motion.
What's up?
Baker going to give it to Irving. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Run, run, run. What's up?
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A throw on the first play from Rodgers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the gun, Rodgers. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. The rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Here's Irving. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. To throw is Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking...
Oh, big hole left side. Down the sideline. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now Rodgers. He's got a receiver, Alan Lazard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Another run here with Hall. Room to run inside the 40. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This is intercepted. That's the safety, Jordan Whitehead. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
This one intercepted. And the Jets have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
First and 10. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
They'll set up the screen to Hall, and he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. He'll go again with Hall. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch to bring up a fresh set of downs.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal try. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Jets are on the board. It's now 10-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set. Regular. What's that?
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. He gets free. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Point it right. Check. Dad.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Hey, alert! Dad.
They'll run with Irving. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and a yard.
Alert! What's that?
They'll go again here with Irving. And this will be a Bucs 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
What's that?
Right back to Irving. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Run. Good. Watch out.
On the ground, it's Irving. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Baker going to hand it to White. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Second down and 8. To throw is Mayfield. It's complete to Evans. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will score. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. That is 16th touchdown of the year. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Bucs go up by 7. It is now 17-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Gibson now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Oh! And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing, Rodgers. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets are able to cut it to 4. 17-13. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Up the sideline at the 35. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
The master of play action, Rodgers. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They send Godwin in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Regular. Done.
Now it's White. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Point it right. Done.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. That is into the hands of McMillan. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
He'll find his running back, White.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run over center with White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. To the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch, watch!
They'll run with White. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Second and goal.
Real. Watch out!
One more time, it's White. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bucs will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A give. Here's Hall. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Catch made there by Allen. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Jets 1st down.
On the give, it's Hall. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
2nd down, Rodgers. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Jets.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Second down, Rodgers. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make, and of course that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL, but also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away. Get back out there on 3rd down and give yourself a chance.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
First and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Baker gonna give it to Irving. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
26.
Rodgers. That is left side and taken in by Allen. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On the run, here's Hall. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goals.
That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Keenan Allen, touchdown Jets. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
And this is no good. He missed the extra point, and they remain down by 1 in the 4th quarter. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Baker going to fire complete here to McMillan. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They go play action with Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Cade Otten. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are going to open up the lead to 8. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Rodgers here on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Set. What's up?
Here's Irvin. He'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Run. What's up?
They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and
9. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
A give. This is Irving. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one online, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Again, working deep downfield. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Rodgers now. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win. as we say so long from Tampa.